Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Weekend Update, January 23rd. I guess it's the pre-Snowmageddon edition. I know everybody cheers for snow. I'm hoping we get a little bit, but not too much. We don't need to shut down the market for too long. Maybe a nice day or two cuddled in, kids playing in snow and cuddled watching some football and hanging out might be good. But let's dive into what we've got looking, all the great things going on here at Samson. Wow, did we really get a picture frozen of Sarah and I's both hands up? That is awkward. All right, so our sales meeting from Wednesday is up. You can watch that live on the Cardinal Nest on YouTube. We also had a fantastic co-star class that you could dive into and watch there with a co-star rep and with Nick Bibrai, our new director of operations, with commercial side. We went over this snapshot and just awesome stuff that when you look at 2025 in a snapshot for us, we're up to 47 offices. 8 of them were either new or moved in the last year, which is fantastic. We have 159 total employees here at Samson, 43 hired last year, up to 6,200 and change agents, 1,400 recruited last year almost. Just fantastic stats out there. The one at the bottom is pretty interesting where it says $288 million paid in commissions. We average $1.15 million a day paid in commissions, which is crazy, right? Print orders. I want to figure out the exact amount of pieces, but the best I can figure it's got to be over 3 million pieces that we put out last year in our print department, but over 12,000 orders, which is a lot of orders. So cheers to our print staff there as well. So that's, if you say 250 working days, guys, times 4 is 1,000 times 12. You're talking 50 a day on average, if I'm doing that math right. That's crazy, right? So awesome stuff there. That we're getting out of our print center, and you guys using the print center to continue to build more business. So awesome stuff for the totals for the year: 12.2 billion with a B in sales, 22,188 transactions. We're gonna post all these on socials, a lot of our number ones here the next week or two, so that you can brag about those, share all of our success together on social media. So we're excited about all those things. Let's dive into the weekly market report, and it's so encouraging. We've had so much good stuff going on as the year starts. That's the only reason I'm down on snow a little bit. I don't want to stop this positive momentum we've got going on. 19,400 showings, up 4% from last week, up 14% over the same week last year, which is what I love right there. So that means we have 14% more showings in the market than we had last year. Active listings, we have 28% more listings than we had at this point last year. And we put on 1,219 listings. That means 17.7% more listings than last year at this time. So we've got 18% more contracts, 14% more listings. That's going to lead to more sales. New contracts, we had almost 12% more contracts last week than we had the same week last year. So all those are green arrows straight up. And this is our biggest sample size. So I love the momentum that we're going, not just week over week. That blue on the right is more than we did last week. Like, it's going to build week over week. But what we did compared to last year is super encouraging for all those out there that hoping this year's better than last year. Again, here in North Central Virginia, 13% up in showings year over year, 27% up in contracts, 31% up over listings from last year this year. I mean, that's all great stuff. So I love it. 38% more inventory than we had at this point last year. Those are all really healthy signs. 17% more showings in Baltimore, and this is a huge sample size as well. 13% more contracts, 18% more new listings than last year, and about 30% more on the market. I mean, that's awesome stuff, guys. I love this data, and this is the stuff that is encouraging as we roll deeper into January and into February. Maryland, West Virginia, Panhandle, we got almost 2,000 showings, which is 18% more than last year at this time. 34% more contracts than we had week over week. 29% more listings, and just 13% more inventory. So this is the lowest when it comes to like how much more inventory we have on the market than last year. So my bet is that this is the most competitive market when it comes to multiple contracts. You know, in our masterminds and our sales meeting, just so many stories of multiple contracts now last week and the week before. Like, open houses are full, contracts are coming. I love it that there's more buyers out there to kind of make it more competitive. Southern Maryland, 32% more showings, 25% more contracts, 30% more listings, and 37% more inventory than last year. All great signs. Really excited week over week what we got coming on. Top performers for last week in volume for our whole company: Diana Phillips, Stacey Caito, Aaron Probasco, Nita Neri, and Dennis Poulsen. Great list there of our top 5 in volume. Top 5 in transactions for the week: Stacey Caito, Chintan Shah out of Richmond area, Nita Neri, Dennis Poulsen, and Leah Molina. Great job to our top 5 in transactions and volume for the whole week. That's a huge award in a company our size. Our top 5 teams in volume for last week: Bob Ronna Group number 1, Shepherd Homes Group number 2, Carolyn Young Team number 3, Fox Homes Team number 4, and the Diaz Team crushing it out of Richmond number 5. Top 5 in transactions: the Bob Ronna Group number 1, Carolyn Young Team number 2, Shepherd Homes Group number 3. We got a little flip at the bottom here. Diaz Team 4 in transactions. Fox Homes Team number 5 in transactions. Fantastic job by 5 powerhouse teams last week. Got some great lunch and learns coming up. Next week, we're in Haymarket, Bowie. Then after that, Bel Air, Tysons, Gaithersburg. Some great opportunities to invite people to come learn about Samson properties. You can always go to joinsamson.com for the most updated information, or to set up a one-on-one with somebody on our recruiting team if they can't wait to, or can't get to a lunch and learn. We want to talk to them for sure. Remember, you get those referral rewards. If you refer somebody to us, introduce them to us, let our team do the rest and get them into our family. I love our HQ to use, guys. Best place for you to learn, stay on top of things. Sarah and I teach. We got Lynn, we got Richard doing AI, we got Bethany, we got lending, we got title. Great updates are our HQ to use. We'll be in Waldorf on Wednesday. Excited to see our crew on Waldorf. First week of February, White Marsh, then Tysons, then out to West Virginia and Martinsburg. The next 4 HQDUs. So I encourage you guys, sign up. You don't have to belong to that office. You just got to be able to drive there. So anybody can get to all those offices. If I can, then you can. So I'll look for you to see you out there for a great day of training and connected to. We even feed you breakfast and lunch. It's a great situation. Our February sales meeting, February 18th. Circle that on your calendar now. Cardinal to contract trends for the week. 136 contracts in. A lot less black. Look at that black on the top and on the bottom, especially the top. Lower than list price, 20%, 31%, 40%. This was way, way higher than most recent weeks, right? List price, 50%, 44, 35 across the jurisdictions. And then those blues are starting to get bigger. These are the ones that are above list price, 30, 26, 26. So I love to see that. Much more balanced than it was maybe a month ago. Days on market, still a lot more than black, and a lot of this is some of the stuff that is now getting sold that was out there in December, but now the buyers are out buying them. So still more, 50, 60% of them are on the market for a while. Virginia, we did see a bunch of them there in the 0 to 7%, 38%. So that those things are starting to come in hot. So almost 50-50 with those two. It's either been on a while and get a contract, or it's hot to try and get one quick. So interesting data there for sure. Almost everybody's still getting contingencies, financing and appraisal. Home inspection, a little bit less here. West Virginia 57, Virginia 63. Somehow every single Maryland DC contract got one, but that was almost 100 across the board 2 or 3 weeks ago. So you're starting to see it a little bit more balanced out. Subsidy, a lot in West Virginia, Maryland DC, about a quarter of people in Virginia. So interesting to stay on top of that. Our last one, buyer rep, only 96%. Well, buyer reps aren't getting paid a few of these here. That's about as low as that's been. And 12% of people got less than 2%. So I'd make sure you're getting in those contracts, make sure you're getting in those buyer agency agreements. And, if you choose to say, hey, you've got to come up with the difference, buyer, make sure you make that clear from the beginning so that you're much more likely to get it in later. 13% got paid 2%, 59%, 2.5%, and then 12% got the 3% or more. So still 71% of people got great money, but a lot more on the low side than we're used to on that graph. We briefly mentioned this at the end of the sales meeting, but tenantreportx.com, Samson rentals are coming in. We'll have a lot more information about this, but our old rent spree's fine, but it wasn't doing a really good criminal background check. So now we're running criminal background checks. Covering yourself and your landlords has become more and more important. We've had some cases that we've heard about from other companies and some here or there that if your tenant goes bad, who do they always blame? You, right? Even if you had nothing to do with it, you did whatever you could. So what we're doing about putting our new and our own system in place, not rent spree from Bright MLS, is we're adding some criminal background checks and stuff for you for the same price points for those applications, because we want to make sure that we're giving you a full check on everything. So you'll see more information about this, but it's a lot better system. Melissa's been working hard and Sarah to get this in place for everybody. Reminder, guys, we got so many great tools if you haven't used them, but Lynn's classes, her Jumpstart, her Learning Trail series, Jason, 7-Figure Realtor, Jared James, Keeping Current Matters. I mean, so many great things. A lot of people jumped into that Buffini class yesterday. I saw Jason Sanders was featured. Awesome job to Jason, in that feature. So great stuff. Reminder, guys, there's not a world, I'm being honest, that I would list a home without Zillow Showcase. I just wouldn't. You're going to win the listing appointment when you sit there and say, I'm going to showcase your home on Zillow. I don't care what people think or don't think about Zillow. The seller is going to love it. Hold on, I got to showcase my house on Zillow? And not many of the people coming after you are talking about that, right? And it's going to make it sell quicker with more hits, and they're going to love that. And then the people that are going to list their homes next see you showcasing that home on Zillow, and they're going to be much more likely to call you next. So really, so many positive things. We've got that price all the way down to $250 a pop for you on Zillow Showcase. So really good stuff. Go to the Zillow Showcase page on the Cardinal Nest if you want to order your showcase on your listing. Let's dive into the full week for next week. Monday, we may only have virtual stuff in the Monday, Tuesday, we'll see. But Monday's weekly boost with Lynn Hamilton. So you can jump on Zoom there, get your week started off great. Tuesday, Tyson's contract class with Todd and Rolf, hopefully, right? Group coaching class by Zoom with Kathy Pippin at 10 o'clock. Frederick Office Q&A. You can RSVP on the Cardinal Nest 11 to 12. And then we've got a Cardinal Title Group Lunch and Learn in Tyson's that same day. So that works great. You can go to the contract class 9:30 to 11. Stick around, do a Cardinal Title Group Lunch and Learn. They'll feed you lunch as well. So win-win. Let's hope the snow is good enough for y'all to get out to Tyson's. We've also got a Bowl Trail class online and a Sky Slope class on Tuesday for you. Wednesday, HQDU, the tribe will be out in Waldorf. We'll be doing our HQDU all day out there. Excited to see you. We've got a CPA guidance class in Stafford, avoiding fraud for real estate agents and judgments, and it's a happy hour. Guess don't bury the good stuff, Donny. In Fredericksburg, 2 to 5. And we've got some dual career trainings in Waldorf, 5:30 to 7. You can RSVP on the Cardinal Nest. So you got HQDU all day, and then some dual career trainings at night there in Waldorf. Great stuff. Thursday, business over breakfast, Lake Ridge, 10 to 11. Great community class there. Got a Lofty class online. Got a Bowl Trail class online. Business skill. Lynn does her Thursday afternoon classes all the time. Business skill builders. We got value of jumpstart, sessions 3 and 4. And then master your marketing. What tools are available to you online there as well with Lynn. Friday, we've got Canva training with Lisa and Lynn in Fredericksburg. This is great. Lisa Wright and Lynn are jumping out. Going to teach you Canva Friday morning in Fredericksburg if you're not using that to its fullest. We've got a residential contract class, probably with Steve, Friday morning at 10. And then a Real Scout class with Stephanie at 11 o'clock as well. Woo! That was a mouthful. So much great stuff. So much great training here at Samson. Gears off to a fantastic start. Really excited about the market heating up. We've had great services for you. We're going to continue to roll out more great stuff for you that Sarah and I and the staff here are working on. But just thankful for each and every one of you. Thankful for your hard work and support of Samson. And thankful for bringing those deals to Cardinal Title Group, guys. I know I say this all the time, but give them an opportunity to earn your business. They will do a great job with it. The more you support Cardinal, the more Sarah and I and the rest of our staff can pour into great training, great things, great new education pieces, new tech pieces, more stuff in print, more great stuff to help you guys become as successful as possible. So thank you all for all you do. Stay safe in the weather out there, and hopefully we'll see you in Waldorf on Wednesday and all over our footprint next week. Have a great weekend. Take care.